SOLACE'22, initiated by the Mother Sri Lanka Society of Royal College as a contribution to the society. So in this particular project, we will be having a series of lectures with great personalities who have embarked great things in our country. Those who have gone from zero to heroes. And today, we have one such great personality with us here, and we are going to have a great deal of knowledge that we will be sharing to you. So if you are interested in entrepreneurship particularly, and if you feel like that you are a young person who have the potential to be an entrepreneur in the future, stay tuned with us. And today we are going to overwhelm you with experience and knowledge of a person who have been just like you. So talking about this great personality, he is the founder and chief executive officer at Shoutout Labs, founder of Square Mobile, mentor at Techstar Startup Weekend and Founders Institute, and also a university graduate from University of Peradeniya, one of the most reputed universities in Sri Lanka. We have here none other than Mr. Tharindu Dassanayake. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
So today I will be your host, and my name is Asif Amir. So Mr. Dassanayake, before I ask you the question, I have to let you know that this will not be a conventional interview to interviewee sort of conversation. Today I will be your protege, and behalf of all the young entrepreneurs, you are those who are watching this, and you will be my mentor. So let's start from your past. Assume that I am one of your friends when we were when you were in your school ages. What sort of a person would I have seen if I have been going to school with you? Who was the schoolboy, Tharindu?
Yes, thank you, Asif, first of all, for having me for your program, and it's a great privilege to be here. So about your question, so I would say actually I'm a kind of neutral person when I was in the school. I'm not that kind of exceptional student. I don't categorize me in that regard. So I really curious about things when I was a student as a kid, and also I had strict parents, so I didn't do a lot of other stuff. But then I actually had few things that I really like to do, and also in the I did A-level in mathematics. So after that I actually got selected to University of Peradeniya for engineering faculty. So that's where actually I changed my whole lifestyle or my career in the university. So that's about how simple introduction about me as a kid.
So that was a rather brilliant proof that I can say without hesitation that you went from zero to hero. So Mr. Dassanayake, it makes me quite curious. So you have become a great person today. To become what you have become today, how did the fire start? Was there an external push, or was it everything internal?
Cool. So I'll go back to where I started. So I started, so my background is actually in the software engineering. How I came to software engineering was something interesting. Anyway, I selected for Faculty of Engineering, University of Peradeniya. But before actually I went to University of Peradeniya, after this A-level period, so we do a lot of stuff we try to do to explore more new things actually. So after A-level, I went to a coding. I did a Java course actually. That was actually I didn't have plan to do that course, but a few of my friends, and after A-level we want to do something, and we want to go to Colombo and then do go outside home, and then to go for that to do that course. And also there was a friendly tutor that was doing, so we were actually a bit of interested to do that coding course. That was my first introduction to coding before university. And by that time, I didn't really understand a lot of those things. But after like few months, a few weeks, I actually got just about this software engineering and coding, and after I went to university. So in the university of Normal in the faculty of engineering, we have 1 year that we have to follow a regular course, and after that we have to select a specialized area. Even when I select the specialist area, now actually I have to mind, okay, I have to go for that software engineering company, we have computer engineering. So I selected that, and then after that, that's where actually I start changing. So about your question, how did I start? So now, since I had some coding experience and I would like to do a few pet projects by that time, and I was doing few projects, and I was exploring things outside and what are things happening. And then there was a competition came to the university by that time. It was by SOLACE by that time, and they did a inter-university competition for a few telco applicants to develop telco application. So I thought of like what sort of applications that I can build. That was my university exam time also, but I didn't really focus on those things. But I was thinking what sort of ideas that I can implement. And I can remember I was by that time I was searching how can I set up the Tomcat server, those things, because like in the university time I was looking, that was my exam time, but I was searching how to set up these tools and all these things, right? So then for that competition I developed an application called Word Puzzle. That was my first application, which was ready to go to for users to use that product. So that was a telco-based application, and even that time I didn't have a plan that I should start a company out of this. And then that product actually we developed to SOLACE, and we got chance to actually sell it, like promote it to their user base, their subscriber base. By that point, we were able to get some users. Then I saw that there's a good opportunity. I was really happy that now people actually use what I built. That was really that was for any entrepreneur, that's kind of the happiest moment when users use your product, and that's where it triggers me. Okay, I have to do something. I have to take this to the next level. That was the spark came into my end, and that's the whole my entrepreneur. That's my how I started the second phase of my life as an entrepreneur.
So that was rather very insightful, and of course you could take Mr. Dassanayake as your role model. As you can see, it was not even intentional to start this great empire, but one thing led to another, and this is where he stands right now on a very big place in the country. So if you are having an idea, an innovative idea for entrepreneurship, just give it a shot. I think that would be what you would be saying as an advice. So what about your circle of influence at that stage? Your friends, your parents, and any other peers, how did they affect this game of yours?
So if I think about the influences, actually, I didn't really follow specific influencer. I was hunting knowledge, and I was really searching and learning, and also I actually really like about reading about these great entrepreneurs, Sri Lanka and outside also, and also regarding my circle of influencers. My parents didn't have a really big idea what I'm doing, and they didn't really like also going in this path. But my friends actually in the university, there were a few circle of friends who believed me and also worked with me initial stage. So that was actually real motivation for me as well, because then I felt like I'm not alone, then I can actually get support. I got a lot of support from my circle of friends, and they became my co-founders as well. So that's how that's my influences basically.
So I think having influencers, having support is actually a great thing when it comes to an unconventional way, because in Sri Lanka it is quite normal. Like you see, you have to follow the job, you have to study, you have to go to universities, you have to follow the job. That is what the conventional parents think. That is the conventional path or the rat race. So you choose to be something more. Why did you choose that path actually, to be an entrepreneur instead of following the rat race?
Okay, there is no set answer for that. This all happens for me actually. Um, I didn't have a plan that I want to be an entrepreneur when I was a kid, and also as I said, like I really like to do, like I'm curious about things and like to innovate things, but I didn't have a plan to go on this path. But after this actually incident, and I really looked into this whole entrepreneur IT industry, IT startups. I was really passionate about reading this stuff, and also I was able to participate some of these events. So that was actually the influence came into me that I should go in this. I should select this path. Initially, my parents didn't like that what I'm doing after 8 months, and then I said that I don't want to go for a job, and I want to start this company. So no, I don't think any parents would like in that, but they support me that as well. After that, I explained this is what I'm doing, and I have a friend that is going to stay with me, so then I convinced them. So that's how I started. That's how I selected this path.
So if I ask you whether if you had a turning point in your life, what is that?
Turning point is that application that I built, that my personal application. With turning point, I would say that gives me a lot of energy that when I see that people are using, and also it actually generates some revenue by that time. So when I was in the university, I was able to make around 50,000 to 60,000 rupees a month with that product. So that was really motivating me that people are using a product and it generates revenue. So that's kind of a turning point for me. After that, I look into this path, and then I do this entrepreneurship.
Well, I bet that was pretty huge in your whole differentiation of just being an ordinary uni student and out of the wave stuff. So, what about the exposure? Could you tell me about the exposure you got from it?
Right. So one thing, first thing is getting into this competition is a big exposure. That was my start for me. And then this application actually I applied for a competition in India. It's called M Billion Awards. That was in 2013. So I started. I was in the university by that time, 2013, and I actually selected for this competition, and then I got a chance to go to India. This competition, and I was actually going there as a university student, and most of the people participate. That's actually for business people, like for startup entrepreneurs, that event. But when I go there, I didn't know anything about how should I even go to a professional event like that. I didn't have a business card. I didn't have any sort of material that I can show. But that was a spark for me. Okay, I was able to talk to some people, and also I got able to even talk to some partnerships that they can help me to bring that product into different markets. So there was a company who was interested, and that didn't work out. But still, that was a great opportunity for me to get some exposure. And after that, after the university, I was actually participating in a lot of other events as well. One important event that I participated was International Visitor Leadership Program it was conducted by government of United States government. Basically, that program was designed for startup entrepreneurs from different countries. There were entrepreneurs from 20 plus countries, and I represented Sri Lanka. So that program helped me to understand startup ecosystem in US, and I got a chance to participate and meet people from 4 different states in the United States. So that was also a really great opportunity, and also I visited a few other events, and also in 2016 I got selected as. Basically, I wanted to actually bring these products outside market. So I thought about this Indian company that I tried to partner up with, but it didn't work. But after that, what I did was I wrote a lot of companies outside Sri Lanka, companies in Africa, Middle East, likewise. So one Nigerian company wanted our product and promoted it to their telcos. But this whole technology is a totally different thing. Is telco technologies, we don't find anything, any information about it. I mean, it's really hard to find technologies like these legacy technologies. So I was researching, I was searching about that, and I even actually, those days I was talking to my lecturers also to figure out certain technologies. And so that time I was totally into this. So managing, I don't say that I manage. Yes, I survived academic work as well, but I put a lot of effort on this startup thing.
In the end, what matters is it actually worked out and everything is a success. So, how things are progressing with the company right now? I mean, has the flow changed since the bumpy start to a smooth sail by now?
It is. I mean, so if I go back to my university time, so I started a company. That company was called Well, and we had a really this product really kicked off. And even after my graduation, as I said, like in the final year, we were able to get this product into Nigerian market, and there was a huge success in Nigeria. Like we had around 500,000 subscribers, and most of them are like paid users. So we were in like a comfortable zone after the university, not after the university. Like first year was really hard. I mean, even we didn't have much money to survive and pay rents and all. But after like 2 years, we were getting into a comfortable zone. But what happened was like in 2015 to 16, like there was a downturn of our product. There were some regulations came in Nigeria to promote this type of like, because they had some SMS regulations in Nigeria. Because of that, we could really promote the product, and the product was it was going a decline path at that time. So then we thought like, what next we could do. So that's why we started this product called Shoutout. That was we started in 2015. Since we had this experience in SMS domain, we developed a product called Shoutout, which is a SMS-based application where businesses can send messages to their customers. But there were a lot of products out there even by that time. So we want to actually we identified as a problem that these messages are not personalized, and also when a business want to start their own SMS messaging campaigns or send out messages from their application, they have to go through a lot of process from the telcos. So we reduce that. We totally automate that process with our product. So that's how we started Shoutout Labs. And then we registered this company in 2016, and then we actually expand this product into different areas. Like we started as a SMS campaign management tool, and then we had an email, and then we go into two other different areas. We build two other products, especially into loyalty management and also into chatbot and help-desk solution. So these three products actually used by Sri Lanka and plus global clients. If I talk about this loyalty, which is used by one of the largest retailer in Caribbean Islands, and also our chatbots and help-desk platform is used by one of the largest finance company in Cambodia and Nepal. So there are companies, global companies use our products. So I'm really happy how we came thus far with this product set.
So, Mr. Dassanayake, carrying out with a company is not an easy task. So, there is supposed to be a lot of competition, particularly in the sector that you have conquered. So, how did you handle this competition, and how did you win this competition?
So when we started initially, this SMS, when I talk about Shoutout Labs, Shoutout initial product was a really competitive product, and there were a lot of product out there. Especially telco is the biggest competitor. It's really hard to compete with them because they have a very advantage of the price point of our product. But what we did was like we add some value out of these whole SMS ecosystem. We make it personalized. We add more analytics. I would say like we have the best product in the market in the SMS domain. Because of that, we could actually target very specific niches with this product. And then also we actually explored other areas of this domain. So we started as a SMS marketing product, then we went into different other areas like order management, chatbot. So these are the different areas that we started. Because of that, actually we could go into different niches and identify these market segments to expand our product. So I would say like how we face the competition is identify that market segment and see what are the things that others are not offering, these uniqueness. So those are the uniqueness that we build on our product. One is the product features and also the customer support that we have given. Even if you check our reviews on any review site, we have the best reviews on those products. And also differentiate, diversify to different markets in the same domain. Rather, it's not like going to totally different domains because we already have some experience, but there are other things that we can do. So we expanded into those areas. So that's how we face the competition. It was not easy in the start, but when we actually know the things and have the bird's eye of this industry, then we figure out where we should go.
So Mr. Dassanayake, could you give us a more insightful way of your latest approaches and expansions of your business, the latest ones?
Cool. So after COVID, like in 2020, we look at our business because it was a totally, the whole industry, how people work, everything changed after COVID. Even this COVID period, most of the businesses actually didn't grow and they had to find new ways of doing business. But IT industry picked up with this COVID and also how the people work changed. With that, after the COVID period, we really looked at to the outside market because the thing is if we take before COVID, we mostly had the business in Sri Lanka and we spent a lot of time meeting the clients and we traveled to meet clients. So everything actually changed. Because of that, we could focus outside because we saw that now we can reach out to a client outside very easily because we can set up online call, we can present our products. Because of that, we focus mostly outside market. And if we look back last 2 years, we could onboard a lot of outside clients than clients in Sri Lanka. And also now, since the phase is all the economic crisis, now we have some sort of advantage because we have the foreign clients and also now we are actively looking at the foreign markets. We expanded to some of the largest clients in different regions. So our plan is to set up our offices also in the outside. We are looking at few markets to do that. So in the next, I think over next 6 months to 1 year time, we will be going outside. We actively engage with the sales activities in outside markets.
So we are almost at an end of an enlightening conversation with Mr. Tharindu Dassanayake. So I will throw a philosophical question at you. To achieve all these great things you have achieved today, did you use motivation or is it discipline or was it a mix of both?
I would say both because one thing is that I'm always motivated actually because over the last I was in this startup journey now almost a decade now because I started in university and 2013 I started full time and it's almost a decade if I go back to my university time. But all these period even there are a lot of bad signs, there are good signs, but always I keep motivated. I never give up in any case, so that's sort of why I'm more motivated. And also we followed a certain way that to drive the business there. So that's and also the never because there are anyone.
So Mr. Dassanayake, as the last question today,
I think I was
there is a group of audience who will be watching this interview, they will be in the
Business
age
at the same time,
where
sometimes
you started. They will be probably in the school age or maybe more. So, what sort of an advice do you have as an entrepreneur, as a person who is successful? What sort of a direct advice that you would give to them?
Yes, sure. So basically, if I talk about the current situation in Sri Lanka, I'll come to that first. So we're in an economic crisis, and we need how we can get out of this crisis is like we need to foster an entrepreneurship. We need more entrepreneurs to generate more revenue, and they need to bring more exchange, foreign exchange to Sri Lanka. So the only way out of this crisis is like we have to foster entrepreneurship. So if anybody actually wants to start a company, start something that they own, this is the best time to start. It's the hardest time also. It's not really easy. But if you are a school student, if you are a university student, if you want to start your career, and this is the start that now, because people need to start more and more companies now. And the thing is, when you are a school student or if you are a university student, this is the best time to start something. If you are really wants to start something, because you don't have much pressure from, you don't have social pressure, you are very free-minded, so you can start something at this stage. And also you will be really motivated to do something at this stage. Another thing would be if you are not really want to start something, and if you don't think that you want to start a company, that's totally fine. I mean, you can actually start sharpening some of the skills that you have. Think about the things that you really like, and the skills that you really want to gain. Think about those skills. There are a lot of knowledge out there. There are a lot of courses. There are a lot of videos, content out there. Search for them, learn those things, and sharpen your skills, and that can add value to your career growth in the future, and also that where you can add more value to the situation in Sri Lanka. So I think that's the advice that I can give for everyone, and also passionate about what you're doing. So when you love what you're doing, so you can go really, you can achieve big dreams in your way to success. Okay.
So, with that bit of advice, it is the time to wind up our interview session. Thank you so much, Mr. Tharindu Dassanayake, for enlightening us with the number of experience and knowledge that you have gained over the period of time. So, I'm sure there would be a great number of future entrepreneurs that will be having you as their role model. So, this will be the end of our interview session. We will meet you again with another interesting interview session with another great personality in a different field. So until then, have a nice day.